The time's now. It's back to the rhymes. It's like, wow, he's back to the rhymes. I'm in the booth straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent, Daily Plant, the Metropolis Times. I write these raps while I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut rap. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it is back to the rhymes. Okay, let's see. Oh, that shouldn't have happened. Oops. Oh, scary times. On back to the rhymes. Okay. Let me grab a chair. Okay. There we go. Got the brightness. Gotta fix that. All right. So we got the School Us album sales. That I think I did ask for the sale this week. I think I did. And the sale didn't happen. But my man Abraham was showing the video to Hong Ying. They're all my coworker friends over there in Wedgwood, and so gotta ask, gotta pursue it. But now the thing I had to think to myself, because she worked with me back at Wallingford, like, didn't we? I probably asked her or had Dale ask her, my music promoter, about, but she didn't catch it. So anyway, it's kind of, she heard it once, now she's hearing it a second time in a whole other location. Who knows? I'm just having fun. Probably not, doesn't usually meet the profile of someone like that unless she just likes to really support a local artist, but she's not doing that either. So anyhow, that was my effort for that this week. So I don't like sunsets much. What's kind of cool about this is it gives me an opportunity to just talk about country music in general, and this is New Year's Day. Happy New Year's. So I did hear the top 11, or maybe 13, but for sure 11 for the year on what is it? What do they call that? Country Top 40 or whatever. It's on 98.9 The Bull on Sundays from 6 to 10 a.m. And probably in that last hours when I heard the top 10 for the year. So I will share with you the top 6 for the year. But I really like number 6 too. That's Jason Aldean with The Trouble with the Heartbreak. Sorry, The Trouble with the Heartbreak. Good, very good song. He's got a sound going, but it's working, and can't hate on it. It's too good. And that was the number 6 song. Number 5 is Sand in My Boots, Morgan Wallen, which turns out he was the number 1 played country artist for the year. And that was his highest ranked song. He had number 11, I noticed too. Not my favorite song, but man, that's the thing. When you start talking about me singing a country song and I compare myself to these, I mean, the country sound, how would I just don't know. I just don't know. I mean, he's from Morgan Wallen's from Eastern Tennessee, and I'm from Seattle, So anyway, if it can be done, I want to work on it. I was thinking I got to get the voice lessons. I'll get to that later. I know I talked to Tom about that, but there's just for my own sake, I want to at least bring my best. And so that's just what I foresee. So number 4 was Take My Name from Parmalee. Great song. I love that song. Oh, that is a great song. Love it. Number 3 is was that it's from Jason Aldean again with Carrie Underwood. What is that song called? Oh no. Is that song called? Okay. Anyway, it's very obvious. It's the duet. something like can't. It's another heartbreak song. Can't. Wow, I'm blanking on that. Wow. The thing that's interesting about that song is number 3 this year was like number 24 last year. So it came out around the. I was just thinking, man, if that was all this year, what could have been for that song? Oh, that's painful. I'm not remembering it. Okay, number 2 is Cody Johnson, and it's related to Don't. Oh gosh, I don't even know. It's not my favorite song. It's killing me. I'm not remembering the number 3. Number 1 was Justin Lynch with Thinking About You, which is like, really? But people like that song. Most played. It's a good song. Maybe it's one of those things people long for somebody else. So you look at the topics of these songs. Cody Johnson's is called. Apparently, he wrote it after almost losing his life potentially in a small aircraft crash, and the thing started working again. But what's he saying in the song? He's like, you can always do that bass mouth fishing or whatever, do something until you can't. It's called Until You Can't. Yeah, you can always do it. If you have the chance, take it while you have the chance. So I guess that people connect with that song. And that's what I think. Some of the songs, I mean, intellectually, I could say they're all great lyrically, but it's just some of them viscerally get me. Like, I love it, but that's me personally. The Dustin Lynch song it's a duet. There you have number 1 and number 3 is duets. It's a good song. I like it. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever, but I can't remember what last year's number 1 was. It was also kind of a shock to me. Nothing special, I thought, but people liked it. So you never know. Anyway, but I sure like hearing that countdown. And really, it's hard. You can go check the charts, but just to hear them consecutively, you kind of just have to be listening as the show's happening, which is what I was doing. I was making sure to be paying attention. All right. So what I want to say with the "You Will Be Glorified," yeah. So I think that might be the path to get that song done. Will be, I think maybe I got to be thinking about voice lessons, which is another thing. I mean, gosh, what's he got to do? He's got to pay his bills. He's got to work on his physical therapy. He's got to work on whatever, his side hustle. And now he's got to work on his voice too. I suppose if I can do it while cleaning, a lot of the things are some of my physical therapy I can do while I'm working. So if I can do that, if there's a voice thing I can do maybe while working, I suppose it's doable. It's probably even more doable than even physical therapy, but I'm kind of working that in as I'm cleaning little by little. Let me change this a little bit. So I did want to share, this is exciting news, I would say. And I don't know where to talk about it. No, I'll talk about it later. So it's Mike _dynamic. Oh gosh, how unreadable is that? Mike _ gosh, it's an underscore. So I had the most success I've had on Instagram was with not my last post, but so I did just post one just now, but not that one, not the one from the week before, which is at 40 views. The one from the week before which was probably around 40. It didn't have even 100 views going into the beginning of last week. It's clear up to 1,400 views. Can you believe that? That's incredible, and it's just, what is it? It's, you so thoughtless, you thought you got this, got what? Got with us? Oh no, that's all it was. And man, I guess I delivered a decent performance, but so if you're interested, you check that out on Instagram, Mike Dynamic, and I'm not using TikTok yet. I'm still trying to figure out how. I was doing some research. I don't know how you get paid on this thing. what do you got to do? YouTube's certainly easier to understand. It's not super easy, but it's easier. YouTube, I guess I gained one and lost one, so we're still subscriber wise the same. But now I gotta say, Leon's video is doing excellent. I haven't promoted at all. The problem solving significant scales reasonable. I mean, I promoted that on average about once a day. I gotta get caught up and rewrite in some of the shares here, but I gotta probably get on that a little tomorrow. But I haven't done anything with Leon's Rapture video, and that looks like it could be do well. Lynn suggested I put in some hashtags, and I was with Natalie looking at that, and she's like, aren't you supposed to just be able to click on the hashtag or something and do something? I'm like, I don't know. So we're working on it. And then she said, well, I should have my link to my YouTube channel and my Instagram. My link. Oh, right, link. So I get all hashtag links, all these things. I forget what it means. But yeah, right. Copy, paste. All right, so I'll try that next week. It's not in there yet. On my latest Instagram, I put in one of the lyrics was "Say Hi to the Bad Guy," so I do that. It's an Ice Cube song from back in the day. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what to do with that. It actually represents the most success because prior to that, my highest viewed Instagram post was to date, it's still below 500. And I've exceeded that on YouTube with No Hoke, the first, on my first channel, and then the Trump's Gonna Thump has exceeded 500 views. And then this thing is to 1,400. Oh, man. And now the only thing that's ever done better is when I got 8,000 views of the original Trump's Gonna Thump on the Mega Challenge. But this wasn't trending or anything. It's just interesting. It's kind of like, how do you capture whatever? What do you do with this kind of stuff? I don't know. I guess there's brand experts or people who know how to leverage social media. And I suppose I see one of my classmates, I believe she's in Louisiana, does something along those lines, entrepreneurial. So maybe, and I can't remember who it was. I just know she was a classmate. I figured out, I have to go back. And she's in Louisiana, but now that I had that, it might be something to talk about with her. So, so rules of engagement. Yeah, I think related to this, I'm curious. I thought I had something else to say about that, but I can't remember what it is. Bellevue Ballers, that's coming along fine. Nothing really to say there. Merch. So I'm supposed to get the proof tomorrow. I guess the holiday they were closed. So I'm looking forward to showing that shirt, given to my daughter. So like I said, it hadn't come out as quick as I was hoping, but it's coming. Yeah, it's kind of the pink one too, right? There we go. Merch. Trump's Gonna Thump. So I did send off an email to Amazon. So I got that done. Check. And like I said, I believe it's related to that. It's one of those things that shouldn't. Is that a scam? They sent me something. I don't think it's a scam, but I did, it's like, well, you don't have my current address, but who should I ask? So I kind of said, who should I ask about giving my current address? And yeah, it looks like it's something legit. You can't call anybody, but who knows? All these things are tricky. I was talking to someone at my work, and oh, how do I know you're with Child Protective Services? Well, here's my badge. Okay, I don't know. I mean, how far do people want to take fraudulent behavior? Fraudulent activities. So I guess the badge is good enough. But anyhow, there we go. So I will take the risk that that's really Amazon trying to contact me through the mail and pay me a $24 royalty. All right, complete songs I've made lyrics for YouTube on. So I did get with Dolly. He himself's too busy. He was trying to connect me with his friend. And he sent me his Spotify, sent him my SoundCloud. I think he must have checked some of that out. I briefly checked out Spotify. I don't have an account, but I guess you get a quick sample. There seemed like he's got some instrumentals up there. So the next step with that would be to try to get a hold of this fella. I don't know how my friend would go about connecting us, but I don't have his direct contact information at this stage of the game. But I hope to get that and talk to him, because I can figure something out. I mean, clearly listen to some of my songs, so I believe it's him. In addition, my coworker from the Wallingford station, turns out he's a rapper, conscious rapper. He said, sounds like he might have some skills. I guess he hasn't actually recorded music, but that might be good too. So I got his phone number this week, and I want to plan to get with him. I guess he himself is not a superstar mail carrier, but hopefully he's a superstar, which is cool with me. If you had to choose, be that, right? And just hopefully you're good enough. They keep him around, so he's obviously good enough to carry your mail because they love it. All right. What was I going to talk about? I did talk to someone with my same name here, and he just explained how he had an awakening, was coming back to the Lord. He never really probably walking with the Lord ever in his life, but he had seeds planted at an early age enough, and he's very thoughtful. And so he, they crossed the line there at the public school. And so, son comes home and said, hey, maybe I could be a girl, what do you think, Dad? Should I be a girl? So, I'd probably get me, if I hadn't already been trying to get my kid out of the school, I'd be trying to find a way at that point, And he said he tried to talk to the teacher, and then they play games like he wanted to opt his son out of the class where they're going to really get into like what a boy should wear or what a girl should wear. And so they went ahead and they just slipped that class. They moved that class up so he couldn't. Anyway, what a joke. I mean, you got to fight hard for your kids these days if you're in public schools, right? Scary. So scary. So, thank God he was able to have an awakening, come to the Lord, pursue him and God and get his kids out of that situation, really before there could be a divide, really, truly. So anyway, I just wanted to say that because it's what we deal with. All right, so let me get back to the rhymes. So I am dealing with this song, and I have gone to 4 verses, amateur-ish. It's interesting because when I'm putting these lyrics together and putting them on Instagram, it's like I'm the doo-doo talker. I'm the one talking smack. Perspective of someone else talking smack. Oh no, he did not. So let me go through this and then see what the time is after we've got 4 verses. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to add a 5th verse, but we're gonna do the 4, and it just rolls and rolls. Amateur-ish, your ish ain't ish, your dream or wish. We the ish, we elitist, we checking our list, and you ain't on it. You ain't a fit, you ain't even fit. Might as well not quit, but keep trying. Not quite, we sighing. Seeing this Jeffrey come lately, why approach me? Why can't he see? He amateur-ish, his ish ain't ish. His dream or wish, we the ish. Blister his back, attack his act covertly. Don't hurt me, just trying to get my grind on. But lately, my mind's on why these brothers of mine denying fellowship. We on the same ship, heading the same way, depends on what your credentials say. No way. Says here, you amateur-ish, your ish ain't ish. we the ish, we elite ish. You so thoughtless. You thought you got this? Got what? Got with us? Oh no. But he don't know. He lacked the flow to be professional because we bestow who can go to the next level. The reasons are several. Most of them so local, so crazy won't persuade me to cave your seat to lower our standards to amateur-ish. Uh-oh. Your ish ain't ish, your dream or wish. We the ish, we elitist. You scratching that itch? You want to get rich? You want to try and fly high? Say hi to the bad guy, because no one say hi to the bad guy, to the one who will make you cry and ask why I even try. These tears ain't even dry, and they waving goodbye, saying sayonara. Don't bother to holler. Okay, still not 2 minutes, but getting there. It's a stream though. It's a stream. I just keep going, and I could probably keep going down here to the bottom of this page, probably, and call it good, and call it 4 verses, and then get with my man Gabriel. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep going for this 4th verse. Keep going, and I think I mentioned this last week, but maybe I didn't. And when I go back to why these brothers deny me fellowship, and I think I tried to talk about it, but let me try again. So, like in Save People, he's just talking about. I wonder if I can find it. Oh, I don't want to try. So it has to do with how deep is your faith. How deep is your love for the Lord? How deep is your love, right, for the Lord? Because if it's not deep, you might have. You're in the church, but everyone you meet in a church isn't necessarily a saved person. That's kind of what they're saying. So, and again, that's my idealism. That's my naivete. That's like, yeah, everyone here, right? Everyone here wants to support one another. We all want to build the kingdom, right? Well, either they don't understand that, they're not there for that. Who knows? So you just don't know. You just got to see. All right, so let's continue on with this verse. Oh, I almost forgot again, Tom. Sorry, but not sorry. I didn't forget. So let me show you next week's thumbnail. Here we go, man. It's just I put it like I stood it up. I'm gonna see it, and man, get going. This we got the Bet the Bread mixtape. Yo. So we'll get that ready for next week for the thumbnail. And then I'll post that on the wall. The fan art wall, is it called? Okay. All right. So sayonara, right? Sayonara. No. How do you even spell it? Golly, I gotta ask my wife. Sayonara. Saya, everything A. Sayonara. I thought sayonara. Anyway, I'm trying. I don't even have my dictionary down here. It's probably in an English dictionary, even, right? Don't bother to holler. All right, so what are we doing here? Say hi to the bad guy, to the one who made you cry, and ask why I even try. These tears ain't even dry, and they waving goodbye. So now I flipped it from you scratching that. Let me see who I'm talking, who's speaking, because I changed on, in the middle of the song, right? So first we're saying you scratching that itch, you want to get rich, you want to try and fly high. And it's funny, when I recorded my Instagram, I just said you want to fly high. I didn't say you want to try and fly high. You want to fly high. Say hi to the bad guy, to the one who make you cry, and ask why I even try. These tears ain't even dry. I guess I could still be in quotations, and they waving goodbye. And they waving goodbye, right? So I said they sayonara. You got to say it that way. Don't bother to holler. Sayonara. I guess it rhymes if you say sayonara. Don't bother to holler. Okay, I'll say don't bother to holler at your boy.
because I ain't your boy. I ain't your boy. Won't even, don't even want, hardly want you to follow. How that sound? Uh, is that's your boy? Because I ain't your boy. Don't even follow. That doesn't sound right. Because I ain't your, at your boy. Because I ain't your boy. I'm gonna do this. Here we go. Another throwback lyric. You a son like Elroy. Where? Who said that one? Who knows? Does anyone? You a son like Elroy. Oh man, Elroy. I got my man working with me at the the custodial Elroy, but so, isn't that a guy from the Jetsons or something? But Gangstar Guru, you a son like Elroy. Yeah, that's 3 weeks in a row. I'll have a lyrics from I borrowed from a rap from back in the day. All right, because I ain't your boy. You a son like Elroy. That's funny. Uh, could even be a dog toy. I don't know. Should I? Oh man, as a mailman, I don't even really want to say that. Could could even be my dog's toy. Oh boy, should I say that? I've been a mailman. Ooh. Well, they're talking about me. I used to carry mail. Let me try this. All right. Could even be my dog's toy. Grab your sack because he's coming at you. God, I'm gonna blend in some mail carrier stuff. Grab your satchel. He's coming at you. Oh man, how did I start talking about that? Don't bother, don't bother to haul at you, boy, because you ain't my boy. You a son like Elroy. Could even be my dog's toy. Grab your satchel because he's coming at you. Not a rap master. My little buddy's cat. I'm thinking about Gilligan's Island, Castaway, or something. Not a rap master, just a caster. Just, just a caster. Way like my little buddy. By the way, it just ain't funny that you amateur ish. And I did it. By the way, it just ain't funny that you amateur ish. That your ish ain't ish. That your dream or wish. That we elitist. We the ish. And that's it. I'm done with this song, I'm sure. I'm gonna get my man Gabriel. We're gonna rock. We're gonna flow next week is the plan. So let's see what happens. Till next time when we get back to the run.